Hey, Michelle O'Neill here. Can you believe it? It's week 3 of 30 days of gratitude. And I never get tired of talking about gratitude. Why? Because it's a life practice. It's an instant, immediate joy booster, I'd like to say. And it reminds me it's not all about me. But if you're finding it hard yourself to feel that gratitude all the time, well, hang on to those feelings of gratitude. I think this week we have a surefire way to help you hold on to them. You know, I love watching forensic law shows like NCIS, CIS, Law and Order, Bones, Major Crimes, and on and on. And I promise I really don't spend that much time on TV. But what I love about them is the fact of the real indisputable facts that play a major part in the outcome. Well, this week I invite you to put your sleuth cap on, you know, like Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. And I want you to search for the evidence. So what am I talking about? Look, start looking for and remembering the stories. You know, last week I shared with you a personal story about a near miss my daughter and I had when she was growing up, and how grateful we were for the escape, the gratitude escape, as I call it. And I'm sure there are a multitude of stories in your life to remind you of not only the things that you had the blessing to escape, but also the things that you're, just may help you make it through, and the things that you were blessed with and know that you didn't deserve. You know, have you had any of those things? Or how about those things that came out of nowhere and you're like, where did this come from? Or the things that just dropped into your lap or showed up on your doorstep, on your figurative doorstep, that is. Well, what about the simple but profound things that show up in your everyday life? Like, a friend from a walk of life that you never would have imagined that you had something in common or seen yourself connecting with them. Have you had any of those? Or just an ordinary thing like a blooming plant that seems to have a life of its own when you know that you have a brown thumb, that you could even kill a cactus. Well, that's me. I know that you have stories, amazing stories, and all you have to do this week is remember and reflect on the evidence that you find in your life. Listen, I would love to hear some of your stories. Show me the evidence as we enter into the Supreme Court of gratitude. I mentioned earlier about evidence of making it through. And this year, I wrote a book to share the lessons that I learned as I journeyed through a trying time in my life. It's not over, but I'm strengthened, and I even revisit the book from time to time. If you'd like to know more about the book, I would love for you to read the introduction. And so just tell me and I'll drop the link in below where you can read it. Remember, share your story. I really, really, really want to hear about it. I'm sure it's just one of the many that you have. Until next time, see ya.